The Rams are booked as the favorites to win the NFC West division for a second consecutive year, plus 125, but less than 50 cents behind them, the San Francisco 49ers. We got that interesting development earlier this week that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to come back for San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan himself, the head coach of the Niners, said it was shocking yesterday that Jimmy G will be a member of the San Francisco organization moving forward this year. So, Matt, with all of those moving parts for the Niners and it still being Trey Lance's team, how do you evaluate the Niners heading into 2022?
I think they're a fascinating team because when you look at them from top to bottom, that roster is very strong. And obviously, Trey Lance is going to give them a dynamic they really didn't have with Jimmy G, right? I mean, you watched the postseason games. The Packer game, really, he didn't play all that well. And then, the question's always been, can he make the big play at the end of the game? I think there's certainly going to be some bumps along the way, maybe early in the season with Trey Lance. And, I certainly think there's a lot of upside there. I mean, I think that perhaps the better bet might be an NFC futures overall bet than NFC West, just because I think they're probably going to lose a few games here and there as Trey Lance kind of gets his feet under him. Because, I mean, the thing to remember here, obviously, is that Trey Lance has only played, how many games, above at a certain level. I mean, we saw last year he was a little bit inconsistent. So, I mean, I certainly think the 49ers are fascinating, but I think it's going to take them a little bit of time to fully kind of get going in the Shanahan office and to kind of see fully what Trey Lance can bring to that offense on a week in, week out update. But if you don't really trust that Matt Stafford is all that healthy, if you think the Rams could be due for a little bit of a letdown, they face a first place schedule. I don't think it's crazy to kind of take the shot on the 49ers here. Certainly you get better value. And you've seen they can beat the Rams. That's one thing they do well, except, obviously the NFC title game, which is the big one. But, they've beaten them in the regular season, I believe, 6 straight times. So the 49ers, I mean, that's really good. I like that value on that team.